I finally got my hands on a Santa Cruz 5010 mountain bike. And knowing what the bike is capable of in the hands of riders like Danny McCaskill and Allie Clarkson, I thought instead of taking this thing out and testing it on the dirt, I would see what kind of nonsense I could get into at a local park and in my neighborhood. So my plan is to play around and be as foolish as possible on this bike. So here's what the bike looks like. And if you're not familiar, the 5010 is Santa Cruz's 27.5 short travel bike, which they claim is the Thrasher's all mountain bike. The version I'm riding is the D level, so it's the budget version. It comes in less than $3,000. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go to Santa Cruz and look at the specs. This is not going to be a bike review. It's basically going to be kind of a test so I could see what all the hype is about with the Santa Cruz bikes. So based on what I'm planning on doing today, I've got the suspension set up really firm and pretty quick. The bike does seem to be solid as a rock. And when you drop this thing on the ground, it doesn't make a rattle, a squeak, or anything. Like I said, I've got this bike set up quite a bit firmer than what RockShox specs for the pressure. And I noticed that I'm checking the travel, and I am using full travel a lot of the time on these drops and the hits, but I'm never actually feeling it bottom out. And I guess that's what everybody's raving about with the VPP. It just makes it feel like you got a lot more bike than what you're carrying around. Man, I gotta say, I cannot pass up an opportunity to jump off something or to see if I can just get a little bit of air off of anything. I'll be the first to admit, I'm not the most athletic individual on a bike. I'm not young, I'm definitely not as strong as I used to be, but this thing, based on just the geometry and how poppy it is, even I can manage to get this thing in the air and have it actually look pretty cool on video. Wow, I finally think I see what all the hype is about. This thing is so fun. It does not need to be in the woods to have a good time. That's kind of why I did this whole video using just neighborhoods and a local park just to kind of play around. The Santa Cruz 5010 is a toy that is just begging to be played with. I'm not sure if it's the suspension, the fact that for a size large it's a little compact, or if it's just that it's built like an absolute Sherman tank, but I could not stop finding things to try to ride off of, pop off of, drop off of. It is just so fun, and I can't believe it's taken me this long to try one. A quick thanks to Caleb over at Adventure Cycles for letting me just take this thing for a couple days to play with. I didn't even like leave him a deposit. So anyway, foolish for him. But those guys are great. If you need anything, they're an authorized Santa Cruz dealer, and they're just about ready to get all the 2020 models in. So I'll leave a link in the description for Adventure Cycles, and go check them out. And this really hasn't been a review, but I just wanted to really get out and kind of see what the fuss was about with one of the Santa Cruz bikes. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment down below. And if you're like me and refuse to act your age, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching.